Hey everybody, what's going on? How you boys doing today? Welcome back to another episode of the show. Yes, I know, we're not in our world. That is because of two things. The first thing is I'm building this biome in my single player world by scratch. And I had to just take a pause and say, I was right. It was a Taiga Hills biome. Yes, I was right. Get used to hearing that. But basically, this is what I'm going for, okay? I know I'm recreating everything from scratch, but I just wanted to look at my block palette. I have a bunch of podzol. That's easy. I can get that. Coarse dirt's going to be easy, too, because I think that's just dirt and gravel, if I'm correct. I don't really know. But I don't know how to make mossy cobble. So that's going to be another issue. Also, finding these ferns, I got to go around and find these ferns because those seem to be pretty in abundance here. The two tall and the single tall ones like this one right here, as well as mushrooms and dead bushes. I'm just keeping a mental note. This is for later use. But that's not the only reason I'm in a test world, okay? I needed to do some finagling and I came across this business. You're so silly looking. So I watch a lot of Hermitcraft, okay? And among the people that I watch is Etho's lab. And he came up with this really cool llama design where he kind of put carpet on top here and he sent a minecart underneath it. You can see that little minecart. It holds the llama and then you just put the carpet on top and it kind of hides the minecart area. And guess what? I can stand right here and I can get hit, but guess what? It doesn't stop him and he just keeps on going. And I think that looks super cool. And I think we can use this tactic, thank you, Etho, we can use this tactic to finally race people on our racetracks. Yes! So for everybody that's just tuning into the series for the first time ever, here's my base. It's starting to look wonderful. But the big thing that I think you'll notice is around the entirety of my base and sometimes even through my base, I have this really cool little go-kart track. Well, it's not necessarily a go-kart track, but it is a racetrack of some sort and it goes around the whole entire iceberg biome and I'm in love with it. But until today, it hasn't had its use. So I'm going to use that whole llama trick like I showed you before. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take out this grass. No, I'm probably going to take out the concrete, to be honest with you. I'm probably going to take out the concrete. And then on the bottom here, I am going to go ahead and throw some rails, right? Boom, 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 boom. Easy peasy. And with a bunch of green carpet, I am just going to cover it up just like that. And I'm going to do that around the whole entire world. But here's the kicker, guys. We're not going to be using llamas. So the other day, me and a buddy of mine, Clicks, we jumped into a voice chat and we went through literally every mob in the game until we found 3 that we thought was going to look the best for this kind of project. The first one is a strider. Watch this. Can I put him in that minecart? Oh, it's going to take some finagling, isn't it? There he goes. There he goes. Look at this. I mean, it looks a little wonky. Okay, let's be honest. This looks a little bit wonky because he doesn't really have legs. He's kind of like gliding around on the carpet and it looks all right. The reason why this is a really good idea though is because I can put a good old saddle on the boy and then use, what's that fishing pole thing? Is it called fishing? No, it's warped, this guy, warped fungus on a stick. And if I slap this saddle on him and I sit on him and use the warped stick, it's almost like I could point him in any direction and he'll face that direction. So look, I'm just going for a little race here. Isn't this so cute? The second mob is a blaze, and this one's a little bit more trickier to catch here, but if I place that carpet, this looks super cool. It kind of makes him look a little bit like a spider. His legs are kind of crawling on the carpet a little bit, and it's got a really cool like fiery smoke effect that trails him, and I think that would look so cool. But the third and my favorite option has to be the good old, try it number 2. Has to be the Enderman. Look at him. His legs shrunk a little bit and he looks super cool. It looks like he's actually like kind of gliding along the ground, but you can see because he's so tall, his legs are just sliding. This is awesome, and this is by far my favorite mob, and the official mob that we are going to be using for this project. But there's an issue, okay? Me and Clicks, we went through every mob in the whole entire game, and we found that these three were the best options. The best options, but the worst options at the same time, because all three of these options hurt when it rains. Can I make it rain? I can. He's gonna die. He's gonna die a very painful death. So it looks like we only have one option. You know, we gotta put a cover over the racetrack. This is a temporary one, but this is what I'm thinking, okay? For the parts of the racetrack that rain, we have to put something over it so the Enderman is nice and safe in here. Or we could, or Strider or Blaze or whatever we decide to do in the future. But for now, we need to make sure this Enderboy, he's a safe man. And I know what you're probably thinking by now. Squid, you're overreacting, dude. You're on an iceberg biome. It snows here. Well, let me introduce you to my flaw that I didn't recognize at the beginning when I built this track. This iceberg biome used to be two icebergs, okay? One iceberg here and one iceberg here. So a lot of the things that go all the way out to like this far, for example, are not iceberg biomes and not frozen water biomes, which means there's a lot of little bits here that are, let's see, for example, here, a cold ocean. And yes, it's cold. It's nice and chilly, but it doesn't snow here. But our saving grace here is that not everywhere on the track is a cold biome. And in fact, some of it is actually a frozen ocean biome, which means it does snow there. But there's some places that we're going to need to cover. A lot of big area places. For starters, at the very beginning, this whole entire line all the way to the underwater section of the track is not going to snow. So we're going to have to cover that up. And I'm thinking the best thing to do there is probably like a frozen cave section, right? Just using a bunch of ice to loop over the track. And then we're going to fill it in with some cyan glass of some sort and make it look pretty. Maybe some like holes in the cave ceiling that's filled with cyan glass. I think that would look pretty cool. The second and third section are over here as soon as you come out of the underwater section. And I'm thinking it might be kind of cool to do a more modern feel, you know, a little bit of a man-made structure, because they're kind of connected to my big buildings, my big green building over here and my big yellow building over here. So I think if we combine those two and make a really cool like overhang, that might fit perfectly in this little guy. And then the last section of the track, which is probably the biggest, but we're not going to do something too crazy, is this part up here on the northeastern side, on the the decline here of the racetrack, all the way to roughly about middle of the straightaway. That's all cold as well. So we're going to do maybe a more man-made structure over the top, kind of like what you saw. Or wait, did I even show that? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Let's go show you what I'm thinking for that area. I'm thinking something more along this line. You know, it's a little bit more natural, but we don't have a lot of wood builds in our world. So I think adding a nice natural wood covering for that part of the track would look super sick. Obviously, this is very minimalistic. I did this in like 12 seconds, so we're going to put some more detail work into it. But I'm thinking about putting stuff like green glass here to make a little bit of a visible section so you can look outside and see what's going on, as well as these fence posts, kind of give it some dangly bits. Don't look too far into that phrase. Gross. And then this warped, what is this? What is this called? Shroom light. I want to get some shroom light in here to make it look a little bit better. So, without further ado, I'm done talking, I think. I think it's time to just finally get to the first part of the track, which is from right here all the way to the beginning section. That dirt block right there is actually the indicator. We're going to make this really cool ice cave that goes up and over the track. This is going to be, I think, my first official time lapse, and I'm really not looking forward to it because it is a whole bunch of work. Let's get into it. It took a long time and I'm not incredibly happy with it, but I have faith that if I add a little bit of detail into this build, I think it's going to look phenomenal. Let me give you a little bit of a tour on the inside here. This is the first part right here by the starting line. You go through this cave, and I added some cyan glass here so you can kind of see the sky as you're coming through here, and it gives it a little bit of light, natural lighting. But I did add a bunch of lanterns on these fence posts, and then I added a bunch of these fence posts that go up to the ceiling there. It kind of looks like it's kind of just holding it up a little bit, or just a little bit of stability there. I have more plans. I want to make it more green in here. Maybe add some vines or some bushery or something around here. I think that would look super cool. But then you come over here to this little area. we found this problem, okay? We found an issue where the ski lift was actually going through where I wanted to put the cave. So I kind of divvied up the cave a little bit and then put this man-made structure with glass on the roof. And so basically it won't get hit by rain, but it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I think all in all, if I took this out and just made the ski lift go through this like circle in the cave, I think that would look kind of sick. But for now, I'm just going to leave it as is because we got bigger fish to fry. But if I move over here, I need some more fence posts because I'm going to line up this white spot with the fence posts just like this all the way all around. But I don't have those right now. But that's down the line. But here is the mouth of the cave. So from like this little path right here, I can see this mouth of the cave. And I think it looks pretty cool. But now we got to look at the outside of this build because a majority of the time I'm going to spend in my world, I'm probably going to be on the outside, right? So let's get a running start here. Let's get a running start. And as we go over this way, we kind of see it doesn't look the worst, okay? There's been a lot of weird builds in this world, and this is definitely one of them. But I think it has a lot of potential. This cliffside over here, actually, now that I'm looking at it, shows me that I could do so much. I could add some more buildings on this cliffside. Oh, this could be like a cliff district or something. That's cool. I like that a lot. But then if we come over here, let's see how this looks over here. Not bad. You know, I'm not like against it. The weird part is this spot right here. This whole entire area right here is just a little bit awkward. But if I add some trees and I add some greenery and make it look a little bit more beautiful, I think we can make this area work and make it look a little bit better. Additionally, if I add some like snow on top and we make snowy peaks, like right here, for example, if I made some like snowy peak, I think this would look more like a mountain instead of a weird generated cave system. I don't know. There's a lot we can do, okay? But now we got to move on, and I think the next spot that I want to work on is right over here. As you come out of the underwater part of the track, you come out, and then here is another section, this little loop right here. And rather than do this big, massive build like this over here, I think we should do a nice man-made feel. All right, well, another mediocre job done, I guess. I went with a really bulky design, and I think that's ultimately the reason why I am not incredibly happy with this build right here. Yes, it's an overhang. Yes, it will stop the rain, but there's just something square and weird about it. I wanted to go with an arch decoration here so it wasn't very square, but it's only 2 blocks. It's just one little elevation. Doesn't look like an arch at all. And I'm not that much of a fan. A second reason why I don't like this is because I use this birch fence on the top as well. And it kind of just meshes in with the bottom fences. I don't like this one bit. We have to switch this up. We have to make this look better. But you know what? I think I spent way too much time on this guy already. And not only did I do this guy over here, but I did a second one over here connecting to this building because this is a whole rainy area as well. So I needed a little overhang. So I did this. But once again, not incredibly happy with it. I don't know. What do you guys think in the comments below? Does this look okay? Maybe if I throw up some banners or some greenery, would it look a little bit better? I don't know, guys. I can't see this working. Maybe I just got to scrap it and go with a whole nother design. I don't know. But moving on, the last section of the course from this dirt block right here all the way to this dirt block right here. The rest of the course, surprisingly, is fine. It's not going to rain on the rest of the course, except for that little area right there. I say little, but it's kind of massive, this area to that decline over there. So I'm thinking, I showed you the design that I want to work with at the very beginning, the little overgrown one with the shroom lights. I think I want to do that here. And the reason being is because this whole entire area is going to be my taiga biome once I feel arsed to make it. But this whole thing is going to be a taiga biome, which means there's going to be trees and whatnot all around this little area. So I kind of want to make it feel like it's mushed into that biome. So I think having a nice overgrown taiga biome feel would look super beautiful. Huh. I severely underestimated how much green this is going to have. Guys, oh my goodness. I'm not even done. Not even like halfway. I still have so much detail that I have to do. You can tell that there's a little bit of detail down this line here. But then as soon as you get down here, it's kind of just flat and gross. It's because I fully ran out of leaves. I'm completely out of the leafage. And even when I'm looking at this, it just looks like it's just too much green, too much dark green, and I don't necessarily like the way that looks, and it's just super flat. It's really flat. We're gonna have to work on this, okay? We're gonna have to really spend some time on this, but unfortunately, I'm running out of time. I told you guys that this video was gonna come out Friday, which, if I'm editing this correctly, was yesterday, so I'm a whole day behind. And if I spend the next several hours fixing this up, then I'm not gonna have time to edit the video. It's gonna be ridiculous. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say this has been a success. Okay, there is a roof over our head, which means if we decide to put the Enderman in now, the Enderman will not get hurt. Look at all these guys. What are you guys doing in here? Wait a minute. Wait. What? No. What? Wait, I thought it didn't rain in frozen oceans. I specifically read somewhere. Wait a minute. No. Oh no, I gotta check the rest of the track. No! Wait a minute. Please don't be raining over here. Okay, wait, no. No joke. Are you kidding me? Wait, how far does this go? Wait, it's going back and forth. Rain and snow. And snow. Oh my goodness. What is this? I thought frozen ocean, it didn't rain. I'm never reading a book ever again because apparently I can't read. Anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to call it quits today. I did not see that coming. I started doing the track for the Enderman, and I was going to get him in, and I was going to try to do it by the end of the episode, but that rain, I was not counting on that rain. What do you guys think we could do? What do you guys think we could do to cover up that track? I want to do something fancy to make it look good, but I don't really want to make it look like the whole entire track is covered. I'm thinking an outside and an inside feel, but I really don't want to do the whole at build limit, build glass above the track and stuff like that. I just don't like that. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, you're a crap builder because you got glass in that build limit. No. Okay, dial it back. Dial it back. You're not a crap builder. You're not a crap builder. You just don't like it. I don't know. I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Please help me out. Also, please like the video, comment, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please consider that last part, the subscribing part. That'd be freaking awesome. We're trying to hit 400 by the end of the month, so that only gives us a couple days. And we're only 6 away? 6 away. So every little bit helps, and I really need your guys' help right now. So please consider doing that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Much love. I'll talk at you guys next time. Peace.